Jerry. Ay, say ganito ba?
Hi, sir. So as we begin, you may not take your seat. So as we begin, just be checking the attendances. You can see here on the table that there are the crowns with your names, so kindly please get them. And yung crown ng may iwan dito is siya yung considered as absent. So it looks like Miss Esther is not here, therefore she is absent. So as we start, may I just present to you my classroom rules for this school day. So just remember the word YAMA, which stands for why yield your attention to the speaker. Always raise your hand to speak when you speak, and note down key points during discussion, as well as actively participate in classroom activities. So this classroom shall be implemented inside our class to maintain the discipline or the active participation of you. So as we begin, I presented the physical activity which called mirror questioning. So here is the instruction of the game. The teacher will present a wheel of names. The students who will be chosen will stand and answer the question that will be presented on the screen. And students will take 1 to 2 minutes to reflect silently and be ready to explain your answer and share it to the class. So are you ready, class?
Yes, sir.
So the lucky person will be Mr. Becoras. So this will be your first question. Do you think your current lifestyle is healthy or harming your future self? Again, do you think that your current lifestyle is healthy or harming your future self? Mr. Becoras.
Sir, I think my current lifestyle is helping my future self. So I'm physically active and weekly I have a day in basketball. So I think naman magiging healthy siya.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Juarez. So for the same question, with the same question, which will be answered by the next student, which is Miss. So wala si Miss Mayara. So the next person will be Mr. Talari. So the same question. Do you think that your current lifestyle is helping or harming you, your future self?
Actually, sir, my current lifestyle is helping me in my future because I think my personality and my lifestyle depends on my behavior. And with that, sir, I think helping naman po ako.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Talario. So for the next question, what do you usually eat in a day, and do you think it is healthy? Again, what do you usually eat in a day, and do you think it is healthy? So which will be answered by the next student. Which is Mr. De La Cruz. So again, the question is
Minsan sa umaga, kumakain, tapos tanghali siya. Tapos gabihan, sisi, lutong ulam.
So do you think it is healthy?
I think hindi healthy minsan. Kasi nakadepende rin sa gusto kong kain. So wala kang plan kung ano na kakain.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. De La Cruz. So for the last question, how do your food choices affect your performance in school-related work? So paano nakakapit yung pagpili ng pagkain sa performance nila related to the academics? So the next person will be Mr. Gayada.
Congrats.
How do your food choices affect your performance in school-related works?
Pag hindi ako kumakain ko is affect na may sabi kasi hindi ko ako tapos hindi ako kumain. Pero pag kumain ako is sobrang sobrang sa ako.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Gayado. For our activity. So sa mga nakasagot na, thank you for sharing all your thoughts and as well as your own personal experiences based on the question. So, what common habits, from the answers of your classmates, what are the common habits that did you notice from your classmates' responses? So, ano yung mga habits nila na napansin niyo based sa mga sagot nila sa questions na nila? Yes, Mr. Barroso.
Based sa answer ni sa mo niya kung ano yung suggestion. Also, pagkakali, gusto kumakain siya ng chocolate. Also, pag gabi naman, is depende naman sa ating suggestion. And sa amin, share.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Balazar. So, based sa nabi na is, anong habit na nanonotice niyo sa mga, based sa mga sagot ng classmate is yung kay Mr. Alex, which, ayun, nagiging common ngayon sa mga adolescents or sa mga ka-age nyo. So, next question, how do these habits affect a person's health in the long run? So, based on nila. Yes, Mr. Gatil.
Kasi hindi ko namin ito pinapagalan yung sinabi ni is lagi mo siya nag-basketball. So, in that long term po, kapag lagi ko nag-basketball, mas physically basketball, physically ka everyday. And also, is yung powers din po na mabawasan sa atin.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Mr. Gatil. So, I think that what will be our topic today, which is connected to the which is related to the health of a person. So, our topic for today is all about the common adolescent nutritional concerns and ways to prevent them. So, question again. So, in your adulthood or sa stage nyo ngayon, what are your common eating habits and do you think these habits are healthy or unhealthy? Yes, Mr. Lucky.
So I think that is one of the ways. Why? Because baka hindi mo kailangan or syempre hindi ba pa rin yung mga kailangan nito.
Thank you, Mr. Lumar. So basically, yung mga answer niya that are that sinabi nga ni Mr. Lucky that he is aware sa mga kinakain niya which is very unhealthy sa body natin, especially sa inyo, mga BPED student that are, you are mostly using your physical body to do some activities, physical activities to the field of the physical education. So basically, malnutrition, it is a condition where the body does not get the right amount or enough food or enough nutrients na kailangan ng body natin as a person to grow and develop certain things sa loob ng body natin. So basically, malnutrition does not only talks about sa mga tao na hindi nakaka-receive ng enough nutrients, but as well as malnutrition is talks about yung mga taong kumakain ng mga large portions of foods which is very unhealthy sa katawan natin. So furthermore understand yung topic natin is will be our objectives for the whole lesson for today. So the students will be able to identify common nutritional concerns among adolescents such as poor diet, sleeping meals, and unhealthy eating habits. Identify ways to prevent common nutritional concerns among adolescents and create a one-day healthy meal plan that includes healthy food choices to prevent common nutritional concerns among adolescents. So understand, class?
Yes, sir.
So question, again, based on what I discussed earlier, why is malnutrition common among adolescents today? What do you think? Why is it common? Based on your observation now in the given. Yes, Ms. Arsina. So based sa answer niya is that ang nagiging common ang malnutrition sa mga adolescents na because of stress, sometimes because of academic pressure. Lalo na yung standard ngayon na sobrang taas na ng standard nila sa sobrang pressure ng mga estudyante. As well as malnutrition kasi is one of the common issues here in the Philippines wherein ang naapektuhan natin sa mga taong meron or kulang sa resources sa mga healthy food, especially yung mga tao na naniniran sa poverty or living in poverty. So, is there any other question or did you understand your topic for today?
Yes, sir.
So, to furthermore, to widen further understanding with our topic, there is another activity that will enhance your understanding with our topic, which is called Spot the Difference. So, kindly please read Mr. Ramos.
Basically, spot the difference. First, the teacher will present featured on the television. second, the students will decide which category the teacher belongs to, overweight or underweight. Third, students will say A, category to decide their answer. And lastly, students will get the answer correct to receive an award.
Did you understand the instruction, class?
Yes, sir.
So here will be the first picture. Yes, Miss Cabrera. Overweight. Let's check. Alright, why is it overweight? Why do you think it's as well as no, ang kinakain niya, which will be always is a process. Okay, next picture. Yes, Mr. Cadario.
Sir, I think it's underweight.
Underweight. So why do you say so?
I think, sir, parang wala siyang bilang.
Because sometimes because of I'm stressed, then kasi ng loss of appetite, or ng lalong kumain because of the pressure na maybe na feel nila so correct? Next picture. Overweight, why? Thank you for sharing this answer. The answer is overweight because minsan pwede rin mag-cause again ng stress, stress eating. So, why do you say that?
Because naka-portion lang ng kinakain.
So, hindi tama, gender correctness for the lactose. So, naging underweight because hindi balance yung kinakain niya. For example, kumakain siya sa breakfast, dahil sa susunod na oras, sa lunch and dinner, ganun hindi siya kumakain ng mga healthy foods. So, the answer is underweight. So, question, what are common among the pictures? What are common among the pictures? May malapit sa kanya si Mr. Gayato.
Yes.
What are common among the pictures based on physically?
Based on the mga pagkakal na ito na naman dahil sa mga pagkain sa mga kinakain.
Thank you, Mr. Gayato. So, next is, based on the pictures, what habits may lead to being overweight and underweight? So, based on mga picture, ano yung mga naging habit nila that leads to being overweight and underweight? Yes, Mr. Zamora.
Based on the pictures, sir, the habit may be to be overweight and underweight is the first stress. Because stress is one of the biggest enemy of the people. Ito naman na kapag stress kasi tayo, hindi na tayo makakain pag pwede. Sa sobrang stress natin, sir, pwede ito overweight tayo.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Zamora. So, ang pinakaunang factor daw is the stress that we stress eating or loss of appetite. So, next question, why is balance in food intake important? So, as a beta major students, why do you think balance in food choices is important? Yes, Mr. Balinsa.
Voice balance food is important. So, eating healthy food, sir, is very important to us as student because makakapag-perform tayo ng maayos and also kaya natin makapag-participate ng sobrang active and also kaya natin sagutan ng mga tanong.
Thank you, Mr. Valisa. So is there any question?
Answer.
So to further understand the all about malnutrition, let us now proceed to the types of malnutrition. So first we have the underweight. So then it is when a person does not eat enough food or a body does not receive enough nutrients needed by the body. So yung mga possible factors of being underweight. First, hindi nga kumakain enough food or na-listing ng meals. For example, especially during breakfast because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So next is poor appetite. Yeah. Cause of stress. Next is health problems that affect eating and the digestion of food. So what do you think are the health problems that may lead to be underweight? Yes, Mr. Labisi.
Sir, I think magaling sa underweight talaga is yung number one is also skipping meals. Because kung nag-skip siya ng meals, tapos hindi naman siya malakas kumain sa second and third meal niya, na hindi rin nakakuha yung proper calories space para maganda rin sa sarili. And one more thing is yung pagpuyat ko ng isang tao. Because kahit na makakonsarami kumain, mabagal rin yan siya. Parang hindi maganda yung digestive process ng katawan na reduce pa, focus na talaga lang. More cortisol or yung so, again,
Thank you, Mr. Labisi. That's his answer. So for the next possible factors is the lack of access to healthy food. So who are the people who do not get enough resources sa mga food, yung mga poor people or yung mga namumuhay sa poverty, which they experience. So next is high physical activity without enough food intake. So yung mga taong physically active but they do not eat enough food, which may lead to become underweight kasi pwede magamit lahat ng fast or lahat ng energy na meron sa katawan natin to do physical activities. So next is overweight and obesity. Please with Mr. Katabay.
Overweight or obesity, I'm sorry. It is when a person eats too much food, especially unhealthy food, causing excess body weight.
So thank you, Mr. Katabay. So here are the possible factors of a person being overweight. So first is katulad ng dinafine yung eating large portions of food, especially sa mga taong controlling sa video or having loss of control of food. Frequent intake of junk foods, processed or fast food, and sweets. So yung mga processed foods are the Jollibee, Macdo, again. So next is drinking sugar beverages. So what are those? We have the Slurpees. So next is lack of physical activity or exercise. So sila yung mga meron sa sedentary life, pwede kulang sila maghapon sa bahay nila, ganyan. Sa cellphone, hindi masyadong gumagalaw. So ang tendency is hindi nababawasan yung fat sa loob ng katawan nila o hindi sila umikilos para matanggal yung mga toxins sa katawan nila. So next is too much screen time. So yun, sedentary lifestyle, yung mga nasa loob, taong bahay lang. So next is irregular eating habits. So irregular eating habits, these are the people who eat anytime. Yung mga taong walang discipline sa time ng pagkain. For example, ikaw kumain imbes ang lunch, ang dinner mo dapat is 7 p.m. ganyan. Pero paiba-iba ka ng time. So for example, from the first day, 7 p.m. ganyan, tapos next day, 9 p.m. tapos from the susunod naman, 6 p.m. ganyan. So hindi nababasa ng katawan mo kung ano ba yung normal eating time mo. So, to understand kung paano ba natin mag-identify, maka-classify who are the people who is obese and who are the people who is underweight or overweight or underweight. So this will be the formula that we can use to identify. So a BMI or the body mass index is used as a number and a measurement tool to categorize and estimate whether a person has a healthy body weight or for their height. So ginagamit ang weight and height to measure if the person is healthy or not. So here is the formula: weight in kilogram divided by the multiplicity or the square root of height in meter. So for example, ang height ng isang tao is 152 centimeters. So if i-convert natin sa meter is 1.52 meters. Then sa square of height naman is times mo lang siya sa height mismo. 152 times 1.52 times 1.52, hindi 1.52 times 2. Divided pa. So yung magiging answer, 2.31 meters square. Then the weight will be 60 kilograms, for example. So here will be the formula: 60 divided by 2.31 is equal to 25.96. So to categorize whether a person is unhealthy or overweight or underweight, here is your guide to categorize, to classify a person. So since ang BMI niya is 25.96, so saan siya mamili?
Overweight.
Overweight. Understand? Any question, class?
Answer.
So for our next activity, we have the activity 3, which is entitled My 1 Week Healthy Meal Plan. So kindly please read Mr. Valerio the instructions.
Class will be divided into quarters. Each in 1/4 sheet of paper, each individual will eight 1 day meal plan. Guide format: breakfast, morning snacks, lunch, afternoon snacks, and dinner. Third, the meal plan must include the food choices, and that is to present your meal plan and its.
So since this activity ito, I already provided the papers na answeran niyo per group. So can you please count Mr. Alex 1 to 4?
2, 3, 1, 2.
So group 1, can you please, your area will be here, group 2 here, group 3 there, and group 4 in the last row. So please, can you please write your group number, then sa likod naman is yung mga members, names ng members. So, here is your group name or your guide for answering the question. For the criteria, completeness of meal plan, healthy food choices, variety of foods, nilalagay niyo in ng boxes, and organization and neatness, as well as the presentation and explanation. So, I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer the meal plan. Are you ready, class? Yes, sir. And the time starts now. Sir, are we going for a circle? Yes. Kahit mga basic, ano lang. Kahit yung mga ano lang, like sa ayun, pinahala ni 60 seconds. So, 3 minutes. Two minutes and 30 seconds. Please prepare one representative to present your new plan on the One minute and 40 seconds.
Si Sir Sam.
SCG, ano?
One minute. Sino na yung mga grupo na?
Yes, sir.
Kindly please take one representative to explain your new plan. Group 1. Can you please listen everyone?
So we are in one and so first the breakfast. Dito is pinapipilian lang kami, hindi siya kasi ito lang yung mga pwedeng train during breakfast para meron silang lakas sa mga to. First, the oatmeal, bread, banana, boiled egg, milk, butter, and milk. And sa morning snacks naman is the wheat egg, pancakes, strawberries, and yung mga fruits. So, and lunch, ito naman yung mga meat na kailangan nila. And chicken, fish, beef, rice, yung salmon, yung mga next document snacks is protein, shake, and angus, and thirdly, pasta. And next one is dinner. The fish, beef, chicken, rice, and Caesar salad. So dito naman sa may dinner is siya na naman mabigat. So dito mamimili lang sila ng aking favorite na mga kasi lahat ng is
Next is group 2.
So, we are the group 2. So, sa breakfast namin, nilagay kami dito yung oatmeal, rice, and milk, tea, black coffee, butter, fruit shake, or bread. So, pwede silang mamili dito sa mga nakalagay dito. And at the same time, sa paggawa po namin ng meal plan namin, consider din namin yung budget. And of course, sa morning snack naman po meron dark chocolate, fruits, and water. Sa lunch naman po, we have fish, salad, rice, meat, chicken, and then water. Yung sa salad po, ito yung fruits, ay yung vegetables. Sa afternoon snacks naman po, we have fruit shake, yogurt, fruits, and at the same time, bread and butter. Pwede rin siya mamili doon. And then sa dinner, chicken breast, green beans, meat, and fish, and then water.
Thank you, Mr. Habay. So for group 3,
So for the group 3 po is it has the breakfast whole wheat bread or bread, sliced bread, then scrambled egg, which is a combination of the wheat and orange juice. Then the orange snacks, we have the banana and boiled corn. So the banana is giving us production program and boiled corn giving us simple corn ingredients. The lunch, we have the rice, grilled fish, vegetable salad, and water. Then the afternoon snacks, we have the fruit salad and biscuit and juice. Then the dinner, chicken breast, steamed vegetables, and sweet potato and water.
thank you, Mr. Mara. So for the last group, Mr. Riato.
This is our for breakfast, it provides energy, fiber, and protein to start the day's food. So, our snack, our rest of water, helps to keep body hydrated and supports digestion. For lunch, brown rice, grilled chicken, and mixed vegetables. Give balance, nutrients needed for strength and body building. For afternoon snack, yogurt or wrappers with peanut butter helps to maintain energy and health and prevent overeating activity. And for the last one, we have fish soup with vegetable and small filling of rice. Provide light but healthy nutrients for the brain and better.
Pass all of your midterm papers. For the group 1, I gave them total course, but for instance, they complete or they target the excellent with all parts complete, and they as well include the variety of foods, country food choices, based explanation nila kanina, as well as nakita ko naman sa paper nila that their meal plan is organized and neat, as well as yung pag-present nila kanina ng mga meal plan nila. While the group 2, 3, and 4 naman is I gave them 19 over 20 points. Then sa group 2 naman, medyo nag-lack lang sila sa organization and neatness ng kanilang paper. While sa group 3 naman is ganun din. Sa group 2 and sa group 4 naman is medyo nag-lack lang ng information sa explanation. But overall, you did a good job. you're done with your activity. So question, how can you ensure that your new plan has balance and equations? Group 3. Yes, Ms.
So, how can you ensure that the new plan is
So, I can ensure that our new plan was balanced and nutrition because first, the morning may protein siya, then we have the so ayun, so balance namin sa akin because we have the whole wheat bread, then scrambled egg, which is nabibigyan ng protein, then orange juice for fiber and sugar to our body. Then snacks are the banana and boiled egg. I boiled pork, which is nagbibigay ng potassium and healthy carbs sa ating katawan. Then sa lunch naman, doon kami nagpad ng rice para ayun, dagdag energy, then grilled fish for protein and omega-3. Then vegetable salads for fiber and then water. Then after yung fruit salad, then biscuit for good digestion ng chan. Then sa dinner naman, chicken breast, steamed vegetable. Yung chicken breast, nagbibigay ng protein, then steamed vegetable. So nagbibigay din siya ng fiber, then sweet potato din po is for carbs and wash.
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Zamora. Nomination nila na yung food choices na pinili nila or hindi lang para ma-balance yung kailangan ng katawan nila. So, now that we're done with your activity, we can now proceed to next, which titled Case from All Scenario. I think it's Mr. Lalisa.
First, the teacher will give a crafting paper to the student. Second, the student will open the crafting paper and they will read the scenario. And next, they will share their thoughts with the class. Explain what eating habits are present. And lastly, the reward will be given to the student who receive the crafting scenarios.
This people. Bumili yung buksan. Bumili yung buksan. So, kaya ikaw kung sino mo na ako ng mga meron scenario.
This is looking
Hindi mo na ako ng scenario 1. 1. Scenario 1. Scenario 2. 3.
Scenario case,
4. Scenario 4. 5. 5. So, scenario 1, can you please read and answer?
Scenario 1. Anna often feels tired, weak, and looks very pale even after sleeping well.
Ano yung natin sa general causes?
I think yung isang cause ko dito, sir, is yung hindi na rin pagkain na maayos or pag-balance ng energy intake. Kasi kahit natulog naman siya ng maayos, pero hindi niya nag-grab na maayos yung energy niya. And also, pag hindi niya pagkain na maayos, then doon siya mas sumihina rather than mas sumihina.
Thank you, Mr. Talega. So, for the scenario 2, that's the scenario 2. Mr. Sino?
Marker states that he is afraid of gaining weight, even though he is already very fit.
So, what is your reflection with that? what is your explanation in that scenario?
Even though Mark still, he's afraid of gaining weight. Kasi po, he refuses to eat.
He refused to eat? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sinang, for receiving scenario 3. Yes, Mr. Degallo.
Scenario 3. Liza eats very small portion of food daily and most of the time she gets busy and the explanation for this one is nanghihina si Liza kasi kahit kumain siya lagi pero probably yung pinakain na kailangan siya kumain at ayun.
Thank you, Mr. Cuyato. Then for the next scenario, scenario 4.
John experiences service different slowly in his neck. His family really uses IRS code.
What is your thoughts with that scenario?
So, since yung parents niya is not the one IRS code, kahit mag-verify function ito sa business na pag-ibigay sila. So, yun is support nila yung ano. But,
Thank you for sharing, Mr. Patanay. So for the last scenario, Mr. Cuyato.
Scenario 5, Lana is time which is stress. Then feels guilty afterward. So this scenario po, it simply shows a person who is stress eating. So when we stress eating on time, of course, we are not aware of our food intake. Meaning, kumbaga, kung ano yung makikita natin, kakainin natin, that will lead also to overeating. Then later on, afterwards, manipility siya. Kasi nga, parang pili niya na parang yung kain niya, and then mag-eat siya na.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts in regards to the scenario. Basically, sa actually, Mr. Cuyato is that, minsan hindi nakakatulong ng isang tao yung pagkain ng marami, then afterwards, nagigilty siya because of course, yung effort ko namin imbes na maging discipline sa pagkain is hindi niya maiwasan ng mga kontrol yung sarili niya. So for the question, what could be the possible causes of this condition sa mga hindi nakareceive ng scenarios kanina? Di po nga kayo sa mga sumagot. Yes, Mr. Ms. Cabrera. Thank you for sharing, Ms. Cabrera. So basically, dizziness or loss of appetite is one of the causes of being dizzy sa isang tao because hindi siya makareceive ng enough nutrients na kailangan niya, especially sa mga students na gumagawa ng mga assignments and physical activities sa classroom. So do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is there any question?
Answer.
So to furthermore understand our topic, we'll now proceed to the micronutrient deficiencies. So can you please read Ms. Reynolds?
A condition is due to body that contain essential vitamins and minerals needed for normal growth, development, and other bodily functions.
So sa micronutrient deficiencies, these are the vitamins or minerals na hindi na-receive ng body natin or ng katawan ng isang tao. We have the vitamin A, B vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, calcium, and iron. So vitamin A, why is it important sa katawan natin? Because it supports healthy vision as well as immune system yung kalaban sa sickness, lalo na or sa sakit, lalo na ngayon dahil dumadami na yung mga na-develop na sakit. Then sa B vitamins naman is for energy metabolism, brain development, which is very important sa mga bata, as well as the formulation of red blood cells to produce enough blood para sa katawan natin to stay healthy, as well as the vitamin C, which is very necessary for the development of the physical body or our body. Especially, ininom ka ng mga bata, di ba? Or ano ba yung mga vitamins, or ano ba yung mga iniinom na gamot ng mga bata that contains vitamin C. We have PPD and cherry pear. Is it effective ba?
Yes. Thank you.
So vitamin D supports the stronger bones and teeth, as well as the calcium. So magkasama sila wherein it maintains the bones density or yung kapal or yung dense ng bones. Then syempre habang tumatanda yung tao is umi-increase yung or mas humihina yung strength ng bones natin. As well as iron or the production of hemoglobin. So when we say hemoglobin, what is hemoglobin? Yes, Mr. Calero.
I think, sir, parang ano siya sa blood, bilang isang tao, which yung nag-help para makapag-produce pa ng white blood cells or red blood cells.
Red blood cells too. So that the iron helps as well for the reproduction of red blood cells. So we also have the types of micronutrient deficiencies. First is we have the iron deficiency or what we call anemia. So ano yung anemia? Ito yung lack of enough iron to produce healthy red blood cells. So yun, lack of red blood cells sa body ng isang tao. So the causes of this anemia is we have the poor intake of iron-rich food which supports for red blood production as well as excessive blood loss. So ano sino yung mga nakaka-experience ng excessive blood loss? Yung mga merong heavy menstruation na babae. As well as yung mga the pregnant women who experiences increased needs. For example, yung mga biglang develop ng hormones sa loob ng katawan nila since very hormonal or meron silang or they experience hormonal imbalance sa katawan nila. So, the preventive actions are who experiences anemia, people should eat iron-rich foods such as we have the meat, fish, and etc. So, what are the food that contains iron? Iron.
Sir,
Yes, yes, sir.
red meat stuff.
White or red meats. Thank you, Mr. Badisi. White or red meats that contains iron. Yes, Mr. Kevin.
Sir, pwede rin po yung mga shell po sa dapat yung mga more na yung aso.
Organic help for anemia. Taco. Shell.
Yes.
Shell. Seashells. So next is avoiding sleeping use, of course. So next we have the vitamin A deficiency or the people that experiences yung mga blurry vision. So the causes of these are low intake of foods like carrots, eggs, and liver. Ano mga liver? Sa liver na tao. Liver na liver. Liver, oil. Poor fat absorption. So when we say poor fat absorption, ano yung mga liver? Poor fat absorption. Yes, Mr. Balisti. Yes.
Kung ano sir, sa poor fat food certain na konting fat na certain balance hormonal imbalance mo. And then kung ang hormonal imbalance mo sa tao, is possible din na magkakaroon ng recovery fat na yung blood balance mo din. So pansin natin yung mga ibang athletes na kapag mababa yung fat is nahihirapan sila tulad sa mga ibang parts ng katawan natin. Kaya that's why you should balance fat. Ang dapat balance na lang fats where yung madaling work fats is yung
Thank you, Mr. Balisti. Since fat naman is one of the distributor ng energy. Wherein dun kumukuha ang katawan ng energy to maintain physical activities. Then, of course, for diet quality. Then next, the preventive action. So how can we prevent heavy vitamin A deficiency? First is, of course, eating healthy or eating vitamin A foods like yun, carrots, eggs, livers, as well as mountains. And next is maintaining a balanced diet with fruits and vegetables. So, dapat tayo ng mga foods that contains vitamin A for the support of our vision as well as our healthy vision and immune function to prevent receiving or developing sickness sa loob ng katawan natin. So next is calcium deficiency which lacks of strength ng bones and teeth. So does teeth also part of the bone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, it is part of the bone. So ano ba yung process ng calcium deficiency? Low dairy intake. So dairy intake is gatas, which support for the strength of the bones and teeth. Yan, sa density ng bones natin, para mas maging stronger and maging mas magaling pa rin yung katawan natin in the long run. So vitamin D deficiency or calcium absorption. Next is poor nutrition during growth stages. So sila, most yung mga nakakaranas nito is yung meron mga lack of resources sa mga nutrients like vitamin or calcium or vitamin D. So we can prevent this deficiency by eating or drinking milk, eating cheese or leafy vegetables, as well as getting enough sunlight. So as a person, do we have vitamin D in our body? Or na-receive ba natin sila sa araw or inactivate ng mga katawan natin? Inactivate lang ng araw yung vitamin D. Inactivate ng araw yung vitamin D. So hindi tayo nakaka-receive ng vitamin D sa araw. So next is of course exercising regularly will keep the bone stronger. So is there any question with regards to the types of malnutrition? So let us now proceed to the eating disorders. So eating disorders, can you please read Mr. Gayato?
Eating disorders are seriously mental and physical conditions involving unhealthy eating habits and concern about body weight.
So basically, an eating disorder is a mental state or an emotion inside our body wherein ini-involve yung mga physical or yung mga habits ng isang tao because sometimes hindi kumakain ng isang tao because of personal reason or trauma na galing sa iba. Like for example, pinuli yung physical appearance ng isang tao kaya ang nangyayari is nagkakaroon siya ng trauma with that certain situation. So what are those? Of course, we have the anorexia nervosa. When we say anorexia nervosa, sila yung mga na-restrict nila yung pagkain nila ng food because they are afraid to gain weight. So the causes of this is pressure to be thin. Lalo na sa standard ngayon na makikita lang natin is mas dumarami yung mga taong na-restrict yung pagkain nila ng food because yung mga nakikita nila sa social media na mga models, ganyan, sobrang litis nila, as well as mga Barbie arms, ganyan. Kaya gusto nilang i-achieve, ganyan. So, sobrang na-restrict nila yung sarili nila. So, social media is also a cause para mangyari ang anorexia nervosa or magkaroon ng isang tao ng anorexia nervosa, as well as yung perfectionism sa physical appearance. Na gusto nila na manipis sila or how can we prevent this? Of course, kailangan natin avoid yung extreme dieting na maybe kapag sobrang natin nilimit yung sarili natin sa pagkain ng mga food is pwedeng hindi maging familiar yung katawan natin sa limit na nutrients na receive natin from that. Also, limiting ourselves from scrolling through social media is also a good action for us to prevent developing yung insecurity pwede ma-develop because of the standard in our society, as well as pag-encourage ng open communication about feelings and emotions ganit kung ano ba yung mag-share ka sa kaibigan o kakilala mo kung ano ba yung pwede mong gawin to avoid Yung mga feelings na gano'n. Next is bulimia nervosa. So, bulimia nervosa, can you please read Ms. Erno?
Involving episodes of overeating followed by vomits like vomiting, excessive exercise.
So, thank you, Ms. Erno. So, basically, ang process mo naman ng bulimia nervosa is self-dissatisfaction. So, hindi sila satisfied sa current type ng body nila. That's why kakain sila ng marami, tapos susukarin nila. Diba yun yung bad habit na pwede makakita ng isang tao. As well as yung societal pressure and body shapes. Ganyan. Kasi because of the standards of our society. So, we can prevent this by practicing eating healthy food choices to prevent yung pag-develop or to prevent yung pag-gain natin ng weight or yung pag-loss natin ng or pag-overloss natin ng weight, as well as pag-manage ng stress in healthy ways. So how can we manage our stress? By exercising to avoid thinking negative thoughts. And last is encouraging positive body image. So we must always think of ourselves as we are content, that we must learn how to be contented sa katawan natin because it is of course a gift from God. So we are the one who will take care of our own body. So last is we have the binge eating disorders. So kung sa bulimia nervosa is meron siyang bad habits or in pagkatapos ng kumain ng marami is mag-vomit siya. Dito naman is wala, hindi niya gagawin yung pag-vomit. Wala na, kumain lang siya ng maraming large portions of food. So basically ang reason kung ba't sila kumakain ng large portion of food is because of eating, emotional eating. So it is their ways to i-reduce man lang yung stress nila by eating many foods, as well as causes din ng depression and anxiety. And then ang low self-control, kung saan hindi nila masyado makontrol yung pagkain nila, lalo na kapag masasarap yung kinakain nila, di ba? Kaya sa mga bullying. Or yung tinatawag natin ng kasal, birthday, bullying kasi sa T-shirt. So next is, how can you prevent this disorder? Of course, we must maintain regular meal schedule para maging familiar yung body natin kung kailan dapat tayo receive ng mga nutrients sa katawan natin, as well as practicing emotional coping strategies. So how can we control our emotions, as well as seeking counseling or support. So mag-ask tayo, pwede tayo mag-ask sa mga experts in terms of sa ganito disorder. So is there any question with the types of micronutrient deficiency? So for your last, or now we have it at this time for the quiz. So can you please pass it forward? Are you ready, class?
Yes, sir.
I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer those questions, or 3 minutes to answer those questions. Starts now. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Last 1 minute. Seconds. Seconds. So time is up. When you're not finished, please pass your papers. Pass it forward. Where are the papers? So now that you're done with answering the quiz, so we have our last question. So after learning about nutrition and eating disorders, what is one realization you have about your lifestyle? Yes, Mr. Katapa.
One realization I have about my lifestyle is that kung ano ang initalayin siya yung maaaring. So, ibig sabihin kung ano yung ginagawa natin sa katawan natin, hindi na maaaring natin in the future. So, kung magtatanong sa katawan natin na mas healthy foods, yun ang aanihin natin na sa ganun is mas magkaroon tayo ng magandang future. And at the same time, being mas careful pagdating sa mga worsen, especially sa mga taong obese, because obesity is not a disability. Yes, it can kill our health, but never our hand.
Thank you for that. So for your participation here, are your
Wow! Thank you!
So may I request everyone to please stand and yes, or Shima kindly please read. Kindly please lead us in the closing prayer. Let us sing. Goodbye, class.
Bye,
sir.
Ma, mabuhay. Kailangan, guys. O di, ikaw na tinanaglag ng check.
Sir, ako. Kuya, ganyan. Okay lang naman.
Kami ka ko na nga ito.
Uy, ang cute. Boy, may manood sa tayo.
Dapat na tayo.
Kaya napunta tayo.
Ano yung piramid? Kita, 2026.
Saan na next?
Ay, ikaw na ang susunod. Ay, si...
Sir, picture daw, sir.
Ayaw mo
Yes,
sa...
Eric. Eric, ano sir? Bahay. Ayun na.
Gusto ko na ito. Ayos, Alex.
Naghihirap sa akin dito.
Huwag mo na makipagkakar sa akin. Ito, Brett Ellis. I'm not gifted by program, I am gifted with the heart.
Uy!
Bakit? Hindi na makulog yung ano mo. Ay, dito.
How tall?
Perfect. Salamat na demo yung katagustuhan ko.
Grabe ah! Hindi ko na ano ah.
Ay, mas na lang ang laban niya.
Parang ganda ah. Isa lang kayo katakan. Ano yung gusto niya ito? Para yung mga ito. Ano yung pati niya? Ayaw nga naman sa... Alex! Ano gano'n may makita? Ako kasya-kasya yung boy.
Thank you so much, Ivy.
Congrats, IC.
Yes. Ito, bago lang kakabili ko ito 150.
Lagi ka na. Ate pala ancient na yung Ivy mo.
Bigyan na guys.
Uy, yung video na yun.